Let's heat it up.
This is a review of Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Don't act rash.
Gate from PlayStation. The game, I give the game a 9 out of 10 right off the bat. The game is very fast paced.
Let's heat it up.
Nice to look at. With good graphics. It's very arcadey. The fights are intense. Their arts, where you see their character portraits,
Don't act
with the arrows, are stylish. You have different utilities that you can use to try to gain an upper hand in the battle. You have your new tech move where you press forward. That will let you do a quick dash and do a combo during your mid combos. You can also tuck back like this. You can it takes 50% of your gauge when you. It takes 50% of your super gauge. That's what those percentage means below your health bar. So as you see, 50%. Now, to activate your overdrive, you need 100% of your super gauge.
Don't act rashly.
So you hold R2 like this, and then you hold L2. What this does is double your attack. As you see, it does 500 compared to 100. Every character have their own damage percentile. So one character may do the damage than another character, but that does not mean, even though, let's say a boss character in the game does more damage than you, you still got your own utilities to use to win the game. Some characters can guard, some characters can throw projectiles, some characters are grab focus areas, some characters focus more on their weapons, some characters focus more on their magic. Like, for example, if you have a witch character. Some characters focus on certain arts they use.
Don't act rashly.
Well, all the characters focus on certain arts they use. Also, you need 100% in general to activate any of your supers. Your Skybound super deals more damage than your regular super. This is regular super.
Let's do it our best.
Great. As you see, for the combo damage, you will see 3,500. Now for my Skybound super, you will see.
Don't act rashly.
Unleash the power! End of the line! Furious roar!
2,500. That's a Skybound super. In this game, your Skybound super and your regular super does not always does max damage. It depends on what combos you do into your supers that will determine damage output. if you use your supers away from your opponent, like this, skybound.
Unleash the power!
If your opponent had jumped in the air, it would just
Don't
do certain amount of damage in the air, for example. So like,
Let's heat it up!
I did it wrong. Let me see. So now, let me show you what the skybound do when they jump in the air.
Come on in!
prepare your heel.
Wrong button.
Unleash the
I did it
power!
wrong. Let me try again.
Unleash the power!
As you see,
Great.
your super, that was skybound.
Heat it up!
It only did 3,500 damage. See? Your skybound techniques, and sometimes your supers, depending on the battle situations that comes up,
Don't act rashly.
you can either use your super as a utility to counter someone air maneuver. Like, you could trick your opponent. Like, normally the opponent may expect you to get your maximum damage by standing close,
Don't act
but
rashly.
you can stand back here and still use it and still have your skybound super be effective, but it would be less damage. Like this super, for example.
Let's do it our best! Resolute strike!
It will catch your opponent off guard. Like, for example,
Let's heat it up!
alright, so
Don't act rashly.
Fight on! Let's do it our best! Resolute strike!
Great.
as you see,
Let's do it our best! Resolute strike!
Great.
Let's do it our best! Resolute strike!
Great.
you could use your super as utilities. This game is a utility game. It requires you to actually fight your opponent instead of. It encourages you to fight your opponent to get your skills, then to run away. That's what Granblue fantasy is. It's similar
Don't
to
act rashly.
Killer Instincts, but not everyone has projectiles, not everyone has magic, not everyone has a weapon,
Let's
not
heat it
everyone
up!
can use their supers right away. Like, so, when, like I said, most of the online community plays offline, but so the online is dead, but it depends on what country you play the game in will determine if you see a online
Let's
player
heat
or
it up!
not. The only time you might see a player play online maybe if someone's streaming and they seen if anyone want to play, but that's mostly the only time. So like I said, this game is a utility focused game where
Let's heat it
your
up!
supers are actually now utilities.
Don't act rashly.
your tech is in the utility. Your overdrive is a utility now. Alright, that is my video.
Don't act
Granblue
rashly.